We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Hurricanes and the Thunder. Looking forward to this matchup, and Antoine Fong, a Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Austin Leach. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
The 1-1. Hit weakly back to the mound. And there's one away. And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. Dero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
Marcus Rogers comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-0 delivery. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now. And set up working the plate is Matthew Ross as you see the rest of the umpiring crew there.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend. Matthew Ross, very wide strike zone.
Yeah, no excuses from the offense today. You know coming in when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
At the plate, Turner King. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll check in here at 277. 4 home runs and a dozen RBIs. The 1-0 home. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. On now to the bottom of inning number 1 with no score after a half an inning. Chris Taylor gets the call for game 1 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40. So he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
So striding forward now, Brian Cannon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. A high fastball is in there. Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They continue to fall on hard times, losing again last time out, and that makes 7 losses in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this definitely looks like a situation where somebody's going to have to call a team meeting. I don't know if it comes from a veteran or the manager decides to close the doors for a second, but this team has not played well. They find themselves losing lately. They lost the last game, and they're going to need a spark to get this thing turned around.
Hit out towards second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark DeRosa, what's the key to them starting out 1-0 here at home?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
He's set, and the pitch. Andrew Arellano stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Arellano is usually more of a threat when facing left-handers like this. The right-handers tend to give him a bit more trouble, so we'll see if that trend continues. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Left fielder giving chase. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Batting third, the right fielder, Scott Franchise.
Into the box, Scott Franchise, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. Enters play here at 279. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Throw over to the bag. Throw is up the line as it gets away. And now, in fact, they'll tag him out at second base, trying to advance on the bad throw. What a break there.
Well, that's not a good look. No one likes getting picked off, but it's especially bad when it's your team's first hit. It's kind of deflating.
Two out, nobody on. Swing and a miss for strike 1.
Ball 1 strike.
Hard on the ground towards short, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through, timing looked a little off, but he went back, the batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Stepping in now, Corey Esparza, as he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Comes set, and the 0-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that tape.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count. The 1-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this will land untouched.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
Still 1-2. Franchise leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Now at the plate, Bo Powers. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
The right fielder, Bo Powers.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Nope.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And that misses for ball 4, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
That is it. The first baseman, Brad.
Standing in, Brad Jones. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, you take a look at that two-seamer right there, sinker. Had nasty downward plane on that ball. That thing must have gone down at least 6 inches.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Off the plate, ball 1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Ready with the 1-1. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. A runner at first with no outs here. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1.
That is it.
Digging in, Buford Slugger. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First offering on its way.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 1-0 delivery. Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. Throw into second, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
A lot of traffic hitting the base pass first and second with 1 out. I know you're looking for a double play ball, Dan.
No question about it. I think one of the things you like to do on a pitch is try to jump on him early before he gets settled in. So far, so good. First and second looks like a big inning could be brewing.
Franklin Leach is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. He's got that batting average even at a point where even a 1 for 5 will gain him some points. 1 home run and 3 driven in. 1-0 pitch on the way. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
No score here as we play inning number 2. 2-1 now.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
The 2-1. Hit on the ground to third. Scooped up. A tag for one. Relay to first in time. And just like that, this side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one man left aboard. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. And we are tied 0-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Saul Worthing. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now the 1-0. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Tiny Ryan is on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
As if things aren't tough enough here playing in this hostile environment, he walks the leadoff hitter, and oh yeah, he's a threat to run every time he gets on base. Not the way he wanted to start this outing.
Into the box now, Tiny Ryan. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. Here's the first pitch to him. Pitch misses the throw down, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1 home. Swing and a line drive. And that's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
At the plate now, Cal Hale as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And they're runners at the corners now. And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Pretty good spot to be in as a pitcher right now. You can go for the punch out or try to deuce the ground ball to get a double play.
And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but on hit right now, I'm still sitting on that heater.
Runners are at first and third with none out. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. Now batting, Mike Hayes. On the season, he's hitting just over 290 coming into action here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
Hey, this is a spot as a pitcher right now. You want to get a little bit greedy. Ideally, it'd be to roll up a 2-ball. At worst, try to get yourself a strikeout.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Catch is made deep in the alley, and here comes the runner from third. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Antoine Fong. He'll get to take his first cuts here. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-0 home finds the zone, strike one. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two out with the man at first. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. We'll go now to the top of the third. Tennessee is out in front here, 1-0. Standing in, David King. He appeared as a pinch hitter in yesterday's contest. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball one, no strike.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Popped him up. Cannon stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Chris Taylor.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Chris Taylor, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way.
Ball, that's inside.
And he falls behind now, 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And that's over, 2-1. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job, but any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Into the box now, Austin Leach. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. There's a bouncer foul to the left of the plate. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals to 1-2 now. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
In now, Marcus Rogers.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Bottom of the 3rd now, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Brian Cannon.
The second baseman, Brian Cannon.
Here comes the first pitch. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there. Grounded to short. Reined in. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 99, Andrew Arellano.
So stepping in, Andrew Arellano. He reached on a single in his first try. Pitch on the way. Hit pretty well out toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Standing in now, Scott Franchise.
And on the first pitch, he grounds foul.
So far this year against Southpaws, Franchise is hitting .320 right on the dot, so he's certainly a threat with the bat in his hands.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
On the ground to the left side, and that's through into left, a base hit. Won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Hey guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his second knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. To the plate now, Corey Esparza, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Behind 0-2 now. Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
The center fielder, number 8, Saul Worthing.
So digging in now, Saul Worthing. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. From the stretch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Here comes the 0-1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rogers is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 3 innings complete. Tennessee leads it 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and standing in is the power-hitting second baseman, Turner King.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Gone! Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year. As they cut the lead in half, it's 2-1 now.
Well, if you're going to give up a towering blast to one of the best players in their lineup, it's better to do it with no one on base. It stings, sure, but a solo shot isn't going to be the deciding factor in a game.
Now batting.
Stepping in now, Bo Powers, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Trying to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Here comes the payoff pitch. Count still full, 3-2. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you can do with that. Textbook sinker.
At the plate, Brad Jones. He'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
So with 2 gone here in the 4th, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And boy, you can see it there. A couple of power arms out there as both of these guys are working in the high 90s. So striding in, Buford Slugger. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. Looking at his career totals, Slugger hits a little over the 270 mark. Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that gets him on the mound. Throw to first, but he's safe. And now the stadium's attention turns back to the man on the mound. And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. Into the box now, Franklin Leach. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Good movement there, and he's not even close. 1-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. A runner on first with 2 away. Misses, ball 2. Here now the 2-2. It's looked at for ball 3.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Fouled away. A swing and a miss at a sinker. The strikeout retires the side. Inning is over. It's a run on 2 hits, 1 left. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Tennessee is out in front 2-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go as the third baseman, Tiny Ryan. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit. So it's a base knock to lead off their half of the 4th.
Now batting, shortstop, Al Hale.
So now to the plate, Hal Hale, as he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. Against left-handed pitching so far this season, Hale averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250. Just keeping him close. The 1-0 home. A pitch out. The throw down to second here is by him and into center field. In safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And as of right now, these guys find themselves in the number 5 spot in that category in the NL. Here he comes on 2-0.
Ball. That pitch is out.
Well, that backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. It's a very effective pitch. If you can hit the outside corner of that pitch, it's unhittable.
A 3-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
3-1.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Mike Hayes.
Stepping in, Mike Hayes earned himself an RBI with a sac fly his last time at the plate.
Yeah, and what do you know, Matty? Situation presents itself again. Don't try and do too much. Look for something elevated and drive it into the outfield.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. A man at third with one away. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
He went with the off speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they've both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And it's fouled away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Again, he sends it out of play. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Fouled off. Here's the 2-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and one out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
Standing in now, Antoine Fong, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
My bet is he's getting the take sign now on 2-0. If he's having a hard time throwing strikes to the pitcher, you might as well let him work himself into trouble.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. At the plate, David King. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The catcher, David King.
First pitch of the at-bat. Liner towards second. Well, this will be taken in at second base. Good positioning for the first out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Chris Taylor.
Now at the plate, Chris Taylor. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes.
Oh, that's a tough call for Blue right there. Either way you call it, somebody doesn't like it. But hey, that's the life of an umpire.
Now the 1-0.
That's ball 2.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up. But that was a nice job of laying off.
Wind up the 2-0 pitch. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Arellano is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the center fielder, Austin Leach.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Austin Leach. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike. 5th inning, 2-1 our score. And low, it's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. The 1-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he comes back with 1 down and in for ball 3. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on but fouled off to the left. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Grounder down the line at third. He's got it. And the off-balance throw is right there for the 3rd out. And a high degree of difficulty on that one as the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the power-speed combination, Brian Cannon. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliced hard on the ground. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
In now, Andrew Arellano. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
At the plate now, Scott Franchise. He swings and lines it to left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Tack on one more, make it a 4-1 lead.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get, and boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy whipped that one.
At the plate, Jorge Esparza, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0 home.
Nope, that's down.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Now a move over to first, and the runner back in standing. Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off. Now the 2-1. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Ready to deliver the full count pitch. Fly ball, not particularly deep. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out.
The center fielder, number 8, Saul Worthing.
Coming to the plate now, Saul Worthing comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And he can't hold on to the throw as it short hops him and eats him up.
Well, this pitcher's out there just trying to get hitters out, and he's having a hard time doing that. So as a base runner, that's a good time to try to steal some bases. He's probably not as focused on controlling the running game as he should be.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
So he goes back-to-back with the same pitch and got him to chase it both times. He's clearly not picking up that pitch very well.
So he was confident doubling up. Does he triple up on it?
It's always tough to go back-to-back-to-back. It's not a good idea to show a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Tiny Ryan.
Digging in and looking for more, Tiny Ryan, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here comes the first pitch. Hit out towards second. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5 innings complete. The Thunder are out in front 4-1. Leading off the inning, Marcus Rogers, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is up and in, ball 1.
Every ball club has that spark plug guy, and this is the guy right here. He usually ignites a lot of productive innings.
And that's too high, ball 2. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Got through the 5th all right, but it looks like he's a little off kilter here to start the 6th.
3-0 pitch.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That is in there at the letters to run it full 3-2.
Hey, excellent job to get yourself back in this count after throwing 3 consecutive balls. You got a chance to get an out right here.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The payoff pitch one more time. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. A ball that's carrying. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Now batter, second baseman, Turner King.
Digging in once again, Turner King. Now here it comes. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 1-0 home. Pulled toward right center field. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 21, Bo Bauer.
So coming to the plate, Bo Powers. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his batting gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
1-2 is an off-speed pitch. No dice. It's 2-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Matt Bowman will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping up as the shortstop, Hal Hale. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball here. 0-1. And the pitch. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Bowman is a bullpen arm that keeps the ball in the park. It's a rare day that someone takes him deep, which obviously makes him a very valuable commodity in the bullpen.
One of the things as a manager you want to do, you want to bring a reliever in and know that he can keep the ball in the ballpark, and this guy does a great job of that. He's near impossible to get the ball in the air to lift for a home run, and it's one of the reasons why he's a real effective relief pitcher.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
I think he had his mind made up. He was swinging the bat and trying to protect before the ball even left the pitcher's hand. That pitch wasn't even close. He would have needed a flagpole to hit that one.
Into the box now, Mike Hayes. He swings and grounds it to short. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, number 1.
Ready now, Antoine Fong. First delivery to him on the way. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball right side. Scooped up. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. The Thunder lead this one 4-1. Striding in, Brad Jones. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
The first baseman, Brad Jones.
First offering on its way.
That's ground.
Sets the target low here, and it misses 1-1. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A ball and 2 strikes.
Count 1-2.
Hard hit ball to short. And that's through into left, so a leadoff single here to start the 7th.
Hey, excellent job right there, leading off the inning with a base hit. We got to keep this line moving. We cannot stop. Nobody can make an out. We have to find a way to put 2 men, maybe 3 men, put some pressure on this defense.
Now at the plate, Buford slugger, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. For the first pitch, a check at first. Runner back safely. Another look to first, and the runner back. First pitch coming, here it is. Good slider there, gets a swing and miss.
Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though. His first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound. And to check swing and not chase that one, puts himself right back in the count.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
A runner at first with no outs here. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Esparza is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, the third baseman, Franklin Leach.
Striding into the box, Franklin Leach. First pitch of the at-bat. The cutter runs outside, ball 1. Hit out towards second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
At the plate, David King. And Dan, what's the plan of attack here for the guy on the mound?
Well, I think they have to go right after him. He's pretty unlikely to take you deep, but if you allow him to get on base, the chances of him scoring and tying this game become a lot greater.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. With runners in scoring position this season, King is below the Mendoza line. Batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now.
Hey, you know, Matty B, this is all you can ask for as a manager in today's game in baseball. Very rarely do we see guys get through the 7th inning, so he's through the 6th here with 1 out, and Mark DeRosa, so far so good, a pretty decent outing.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be batter to batter here for the manager if he's going to continue to ride this hot hand or if he's going to go to the bullpen.
Vance Baird will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join for the traditional 7th-inning stretch.
A.J. McGathick gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Coming to the plate now, Brian Cannon.
Leading off for Tennessee, the second baseman, Brian Cannon.
First pitch coming, here it is. The 1-0 home. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats foul. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Andrew Arellano, as he'll take a look at ball one. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. The 1-0 is taken high, but still a strike. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Hit to short. Reined in. And that's the second out.
The right fielder, number 16, Scott Franchise.
Ready for another chance? Scott Franchise. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
0-1.
Comes set with the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2. 2 out, nobody on.
Got him swinging. Made him chase outside the zone that time, and that puts an end to the inning.
John Lawton's been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th.
John Lawton.
Ready to begin the 8th, and set to go as the switch-hitting outfielder, Austin Leach. First offering on its way.
Count 1-0.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
This one's down to third. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. It's a bullpen game for them now as we have a look at the starter's final line. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Standing in now, Marcus Rogers. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Windup and the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 1-2. Misses, ball 2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Up with it, Hayes. And the throw to first is there to record the second out. 4-1 our score as we give you a look there at the starter comparison to see how the numbers match up for the two starters. Stepping up now, Turner King. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fouled away.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down.
And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Stepping in now, Bo Powers, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1 pitch on its way. High and deep down the left field line. And that's going to land foul. 8th inning, 4-1 is our score. Tried to work it back to that low inside corner, but it misses. 1-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Hit hard on the ground towards second. throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. Tennessee is on top 4-1. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next it'll be the fleet-footed first baseman, Jorge Esparza. Pitch on the way. Skied into very shallow right. Right fielder coming on. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The center fielder, number 8, Saul Worthing.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Saul Worthing. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
1 ball, no strikes the count. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Tiny Ryan is on deck. The 3-1. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of a steal when he's on base.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Digging in, Tiny Ryan. Here's the first pitch to him.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard, and if you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Now the 2-0 home. 3-0 now. Hal Hale waits on deck. He's set. Here's the 3-0. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting, the shortstop, Hal.
In now, Hal Hale. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. He's set. Here it comes. Outside with that slurve of his 1 ball, no strikes.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. From the stretch. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. One and 2, here it comes. In the dirt, and now let's see. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Well, he's just lost complete control of the baseball in this inning. 2 walks and now a wild pitch. You know he's talking to himself in his head, and I can't imagine he's saying any real nice things either.
Here now the 2-2. In the dirt, did he go around? Yes, he did. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
The catcher, number 2, Mike Hayes.
Ready once again, Mike Hayes. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with a bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Michael Lopez will be called on as a pinch hitter here in a big spot. He'll have the bases loaded with 2 out in the inning. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. 2 out, bases loaded. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Ground ball, foul down the left side. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. He's set. The payoff pitch. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Guy Eaton comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here comes the first baseman, Brad Jones.
They look like they're up against it here. Down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Woodman is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9.
The batter, the shortstop, Buford Slugger.
Riding in once again, Buford Slugger. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Windup and the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
He's having a great day at the dish. His timing is spot on. His pitching staff's going to have to find a different way of attacking him.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
To the plate now, Franklin Leach. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the ninth is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
And he'll make the catch to end it as the Thunder have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. It seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
A 4-1 finish in this evening's game. Tennessee took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Antoine Fong wins his third of the season. Guy Eaton hammers down the save, his sixth. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score. First for your victorious home team, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. For the visitors, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.